Am I an idiot? I think I'm an idiot. Oh, there you go.
Oh, Allgod, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you just...
Okay, so I guess we have a shit ton to read.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Okay. Please don't say we're supposed to fight a ghost. They
Why
fight
did
dirty.
you
Holy
leave?
shit.
You claim to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
No need to fear
Don't be
me.
afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave.
What happened
Tell
this
me
time?
what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
That's pretty fucked up.
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different. You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Ease down there, I'm just asking questions. Jesus Christ.
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Grail? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Nope. Yeah, fine, I'll do it.
Fine. I'll talk to Graham. Where will I find him?
He lives in the village on the lakeshore, yet... What if he's forgotten me?
If he loved you, he'll remember, and want to help.
He said he would always love me. Go to him. Make haste, please.
Alright, potion vial, whatever it was. Lesser glyph. I like how they are sort of classified as lesser glyphs. Let's just go up here. There's not anything more we can. Oh, there's some lead over there we can take. Okay, so we have some logs here, so we should probably read those. And just go up here first. We can read them after we get down to the. We get out from the tower. Alright, so let's get through.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Oh, so these guys were the nobles who lived here? It could be. Alright, let's read. Take this. Day 237. My experiments continue to return results I must consider unreliable. God fucking damn it. Methodological errors are not my fault. The problem lies in the shoddy and fallible research material I'm forced to work with. Despite the prior Visrat is unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens for my tests. Most of them is starved and terrified, having been dragged here straight from the dungeon. I waste a great deal of time wasting and delousing them before I will do as much as let them step foot in my laboratory. Sterility first. As Marty Sodergren managed to prove in her little-known work, the attitude of a patient undergoing treatment can have a significant impact on the battle against the disease. Unfortunately, the volunteers with which I am supplied do not show sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm, for the noble work in which they are taking part of. In fact, it seems like they consider the research as part of their punishment. I've tried a few times, though I am but a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to the eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I had the distinct impression that they understood little, but perhaps their stupor was merely the result of early stages of the illness. Of course, it is responsible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority of them will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Wow, what is this achievement? Let me just check it out. Oh shit, sorry about that if you can hear that. Read 30 books, journals, or other documents. Well, alright then. What was the other one? Kill at least 5 opponents. Okay, anyway. Day 346. I never did like rats, not because of the obscene trills, but rather on account of their lively, disturbing intelligence. They are always listening to when a man believes he is only talking to himself, and what's worse, they seem to understand. A few days ago I caught myself talking to one of them, to a particular large black male with a torn off ear. At first I was overcome by panic. Was this the first manifestation of the illness? Of course that was impossible, for I had fortified my immunity with powerful spells. Upon further investigation I concluded that it was altogether a natural reflex, one even the most learned of us found hard to restrain. We mages like to be listened to. This is quite long. I placed the black rat in a separate cage. The time will come for it to play part of the test. Meanwhile, it can keep me company and observe. I've noticed it looks great with great concentration at the cages of its infected brethren, in particular those in the last stages of illness. Fascinating. Speaking of company, I have none besides the black rat, and I cannot hope for better. Visrat employs the laboratory and has expressed a desire for his daughter to stay clear of me as well. At first I thought I feared a moral scandal would be visible in extreme, but he explained the true reason in due course. It seems Anabelle has always possessed a fragile psychic constitution. Observing the ill might throw her over foul humors. The peasants are taking part in the study have stopped speaking to me. I don't know what they believe this little act of defiance will serve. It does me no harm. They have made for loudly conversation partners. There remains, of course, the woman, but I ask for her. I try to limit my contact. But as for her, I try to limit my contact. Day 362. So this is 16 days after. My black rat has died. Today I found him curled up in his cage. I suspected he had become infected on accident, but during autopsy, it did not uncover any sign of illness. He was also perfectly well fed. Strange. From a medical standpoint of view, his death remains unexplained, something which I must admit irritates the scholar in me, but as mentioned previously, I am not particularly fond of rats. We have actually also some I've read here. Anyway, there was a mage in this tower. in this tower who apparently tried to rid the plague by doing human experiments. What is that? What is floating right there? The fuck? It looks like a part of a neck of some sort, anyway. So yeah, the mage who lived in this tower, I'm not sure if did he live at the same time as you know, these the people who lived here who were killed by the peasants. They might have done. They might have done what? They might have been living here at the same point. Oh, we actually haven't we seen this one? You can just, you know.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse.
Yeah, we have seen this
Split
one.
open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him. Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer. He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and the daughter. To the top!
Alright, that was every ghost apparently. I'm pretty sure I can. Roach, where the fuck is Roach? Oh, there, okay. There you go. Exploded. Well, fuck you. I'm gonna take the boat, take the boat, take the boat. Come on, sail, sail. Oh, that's close. So, taking Anabelle to Greyhound. Life is pretty good. Someone's knocking on the door. I mean, how long ago did this actually happen? Because
man, whip your arse. Why you been following me?
I haven't been following you.
Just wondering what you want from him. From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him. Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon. And this be the witchman, freak of nature. Pick more interesting things from my nose.
Wanna fucking fight? See how interesting my sword is under your nose. Can I knock? There you go.
I want to talk.
You deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
Should have told him I'm a witcher. People don't necessarily like witches, so
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Anabelle.
Anabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Anabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me, seeing as I sold them fish.
They force you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it, for Anabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Anabelle, they wanted to rape. 'Twas then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison. Anabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... is she...
Nope, still dead.
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, Tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... she was alive the whole time? But... can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault,
It's
bro.
not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I didn't notice she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count.
Yes, I have your lover's bones and ashes with me so you can bury it. Sounds like a lovely thing, right?
Anabelle needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
But what can I do? It's too late.
Bury her bones. Anabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift the curse that holds Fyke Isle.
Those are... her bones.
Yes.
Give them here. And leave me be.
Take Keira, you're lifted. That's it? Oh, level it. Yes. First of all, let's go in and we can... I look exactly as fucking awful as I did before. God damn it. Oh well. This is better, basically just... It's not better. Let's just, you know, go through here and then... What the fuck is this? Where's that? Yeah, okay, so I just want to check out, you know, this place. I could go check out the village.
Ghost. She's a Pesta, and now she's free.
Fucking great. I sort of want to go back to Fyke Island. I have a feeling that... let's go. Let's follow the quest. Okay, first of all, let's go on to our character. Can't remember which button it is. It's not that one, but I guess it works. There you go. Okay, strength attack. I could like do this. I'm going to actually do the melt armor shit. Okay, E. Oh, I should probably check over here actually. If there's anything. Ah, fuck it, I'll take it now. Why haven't I? Okay, Roach, where are you? Oh, we should probably also check out what that thing was. He called it a what? Crown Scotland, Race and Race. That's not really. Glossary, I guess. Characters. Anabelle. doesn't say that she was actually whatever he called it. I can't remember now. Oh well, let's go back to Keira then. That's a question here. What is this?
Something here. Where's that artifact Keira gave me? What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the Allgod, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. We scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
The Allgod, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. Suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the Allgod watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Mm-hmm. Plain to see that. So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us, you can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me elms. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. Allgod said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
I could intercede on your behalf with this Allgod of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you have to stand before the altar and cry out, Allgod, help a poor wretch in need. Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
Alrighty then. V. There you go. But what was it? That was something, you know, she gave us, Keira. Am I an idiot? I think I'm an idiot. Oh, there you go.
Oh, Allgod, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have.
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here? How would that work? No answer from the Allgod. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground.
I had a feeling that, you know, the Allgod wasn't really as he... wasn't who he told us he was.
A crack. Too small to pass through, but big enough for sound to come out.
Fun thing would actually be if they even got angry with him when, after I showed him that the guard was phony. Should I talk to them? No, that was...
Wine. More like vinegar. Someone drank it anyway. Could follow the scent here. Need to use the eye.
Oh, there you go. Hello. Wilton.
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure. Expected the Allgod to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children. And to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Well, wouldn't they actually be able to hear you? Been here long.
Been in this hole long?
For a century or so. One winter I found shelter here. Built a fire so large the flames leapt through the crack. Lit the bushes above. I coughed from the smoke. And suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and Melitele then, Demanding prayers and offerings, giving naught in return? I talk at least.
I guess. Set of humble offerings or die. Got an idea, gonna kill you. Well, he won't lift the curse then. So I want to help the people. Settle for humble offerings.
Listen here, lard ass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Plowing reformers. No, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer.
There you go. Just steal your shit, to be quite honest. Well, I was going to kill him. But then you sort of realize that he's, the same. He's just trying to survive the war, I suppose. Still a fucking asshole, actually. I have no desire to kill him. But I actually don't think he would actually have taken my... He actually tried to kill me. Okay,
Anything new?
Talk to you about.
Talk to your Allgod, face to face.
And will he show us mercy?
He will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you the Allgod's merciful, understanding. Thanks, Witcher.
If you want to tell them about it, I guess I will.
Oh, one last thing. Did you know there's a crypt beneath this hill? Might want to take a look sometime. Architecture's fascinating.